second. Let me. I keep forgetting about this dumbass arm. Before I join you in, let me go ahead and get the intro started. Y'all come on in.
It's for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
Period.
We hit the jackpot this time.
Actually, remix. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this one on because number one, Mo Nelson coming on. It's the last day of Prison Jail Felon Talk until next year. Y'all come on in. Y'all make sure if y'all do want to get some merch, tap in with your girl. Pushing that flow and slinging, yeah, yo. Coming back off the road with bank balls. Pulling up, hopping out with Dracos. We the realest niggas. We don't chase hoes, we only chase dough. Bad bitches do whatever we say so. Niggas don't walk no smoke, cause they know. We the realest niggas. When it really so it ain't much they can talk about. Baby, I done feelings, so it's a lot of shit they lie about. But they never say it to my face, that's what I'm not about. But if I make one call, they be here talking you out. So if you better to stay quiet, don't be running your mouth. I hit the roller, double back and put it right on the shelf. Smoke quick, I got the fire and they be selling itself. Yeah. Fiends calling, I'm the one that can help. Got me a new car, and I had a new style. Yeah, honey, I'm getting money, so they think on me. They hating hard, but they won't stop me. I'm pushing off and you won't spot me. You so mad cause you ain't like me. That flow was slinging, yeah, yo. Coming back off the road with bank balls. Pulling up, hopping out with Dracos. We the realest niggas. We don't chase hoes, we only chase dough. Bad bitches do whatever we say so. Niggas don't walk no smoke cause they know. We the realest niggas.
Come ride with me, come die with me. Give me all your cash, bitch, slide with me. Get up in this bitch, glide with me. To the sky with me, you know you fly with me. You better stay on that Bonnie and Clyde with me. If you don't, there's a broke bitch fight with me. If you don't, there's a broke bitch hide with me. If you don't, there's a broke bitch hide for me. Cause I can see that you bad, yeah. One broke bitch, I can't have it. Bitch, I just want the money. And I ain't being funny.
Pushing that hopping out with Dracos. We the realest niggas. We don't chase hoes, we only chase dough. Bad bitches do whatever we say so. Niggas don't
Yo,
they know. We the realest niggas.
I know you see me.
There it is. If y'all just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where there ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA, Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Bigo. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram and my main YouTube Instagram and my .coms, which is THA, real JAMELL, and THA couch.com. Also follow my guest Mo Nelson on all social media. His information will be in the description. If you're watching on my social media and you're like, damn, you're a little bit early. That's because I'm going live for 2 hours tonight. Wish me luck. I'm going to pause after we finish with the Instagram, and then we're going to start the Facebook, and then I'm going to go take another pill to get myself situated. So we got this. What up, though? What up, though? Can you tell everybody what your name is, where you from, and where you're located?
All right, hold on. Pause for 1 second, Miss Janell. I want to just congratulate you on everything you got going on. I appreciate you for allowing me to be on your platform. I love the intro music. I love how you branding yourself. You're very confident and you're beautiful. I love that. I'm rocking with that real shit.
Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. Seriously.
For sure. But my name is Mo Nelson, born and raised in Tampa, Florida, the best city in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Home of the Buccaneers. And I'm here to just, you know what I mean, share my story, drop some gems, hoping that people can absorb something, leave on the live with something great that they can apply to their life, and just leave an indelible impression. That's all.
Exactly.
And a lot of you guys that have been watching, again, shout out to all my couch potatoes that's tuned in. This is the therapy that you never knew you needed, because you never know what story you might hear on this podcast, whether it's from me or whether it's from a guest of mine, that can help you or change something in your life that's happening right now, or give you confirmation.
813. You got somebody 813, man. Who that is, man? Bless us.
Okay, I see
Okay.
813 in the
All right.
building.
What's up?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good.
Silent Voices. We got his interview at 8 o'clock on all my other social media platforms, including Facebook, but it won't be live on Instagram. So after this one is over, we'll be live on Facebook, Big O, TikTok, and YouTube, and Spotify Pandora. So yeah, so now where did you do, because today is Prison Jail Felon Talk. For those that don't know, I do this every month. Because it's very important to me to speak on the things that's happening still in the prisons and jails, and the things that my fellow felons that got out still go through, because we still go through things. I mean, like, it's not something that you do it a few years and then you get out and then you never think about the penitentiary again. If you say that, then you a fucking lie. Like, something has affected you that happened either in that penitentiary or right whenever you got out, or something around that time. And whether it's the fact that you caught your case, but this is a safe space to be able to speak about it anytime. So now, where did you do your time at?
You talking about in regards to what state?
Yes.
In the state of Florida. One of the worst. One of the
Right.
worst. I'm prison in itself is terrible, but Florida is a different beast. Seriously.
Can you explain?
Because, man, Florida, for one, it's in the South. And I remember one time, this is how I knew Florida was real. I was reading this psychology book, and they were talking about something in regards of basically like playing on the psyche, breaking the psyche down. And you know how they have like a depiction picture, give you an example with a little synopsis? Bro, they had a Florida DOC officer yelling at an inmate. And this is a universal book. Now, this is not a Florida book. This is a universal, like,
Right.
worldwide book. And all the examples y'all can use, y'all utilize a Florida correctional officer chastising and breaking down the psyche of a Florida inmate. That's how I knew it was real, man.
Wow.
And then Florida, I think it's like right, I don't know if it's above, but it's like right there with California and Texas, because we're the third biggest state in the nation. So we had like the second, the third most prison population in the country. And Florida's a different animal, man. It's a different beast. But again, prison period. I ain't saying like one better than the other, but just Florida, man, it's just real treacherous, man. It's a different animal.
Now, when you was on a yard, was you a boss? Was you getting punked? Like, what was your time like?
Oh man, I was a pawn. I was a peanut. Nah, man. Like I say, man, I'm very unique. I wasn't a gorilla. I wasn't a guy to be feared, but I did have a lot of respect. But I was a guy that people knew that hey, if they gotta go down, Mo gonna handle business. Like, I was assertive. I wasn't too passive, and I wasn't too aggressive. I respect people's boundaries. I wanted people to respect my boundaries. I was willing to let bygones be bygones according to the situation. But as you know, yourself being in prison, certain instances you can't walk away from. Certain instances you have to commit some type of violence, because if you don't, it's going to be a domino effect, and it's going to go throughout the compound, and people are going to treat and see you in a different light. And I seen this firsthand with certain individuals, and I'm like, wow, man. I mean, I seen people, they let something go, and I get it, you trying to be the bigger man, but at that instance, you're supposed to go off on that man's shit, because now that same person end up washing another man's drawers. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the lowest of the low, washing another man's drawers involuntarily. I mean, yeah, some people wash another man's drawers as a hustle, as to get some canteen, but we talking about when you washing another man's drawers, when somebody gets straight off the basketball court or on the dip ball pull up, and you they little punk, you they bitch, excuse my language.
Oh, no.
No.
Wait, pause. We don't do that here. This ain't no fucking limit.
Oh, ain't no filter. Oh
Ain't
shit, let's buy
no
it.
fucking
Shit, let's
limit.
buy it.
You can
You
say
gotta
however
tell
you
me
want
one
to say.
time. All right, you gotta tell me one time. So, you know what I mean, man, come in there, sweaty, get off the dip bar, you know, take his balls off and throw them right at him, man. Hey, watch these, boy. I seen it. And I'm like, man, how in the hell, bro?
Now, are they doing it? Are they doing this to men that are already like that are with men? Are they doing this to straight men?
Straight man, anybody, if you weak, if you pray, you're gonna be subjected to that type of treatment.
Mm.
Prison, prison, man, it's a dog eat dog world. Similar to out here on the free world in America. But it's worse, man, because people are sequestered from society. People don't have a lot, don't have a lot of support. So, and then the emotions. People are depressed, they're downtrodden. They need something to lift them up to make themselves feel better. So to some people, imposing their will on another man gives people some type of fulfillment.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's like you got certain men in there that they allow fear, which I you know I always speak about because fear is a very essential emotion. But they allow fear to be a disadvantage to them. They're scared to lose a fight. They're scared to go to war. They're scared to go to get hurt. And it's like, listen, my mind frame was this, Janell, I promise. I wasn't the best fighter in the world, which I knew how to fight. I knew how to defend myself. You can't come in there playing. You can't be no peon. Because I'm gonna get you at the business. But I ain't finna sit here like I was just knocking everybody out, like I was the man to fear. Hell no, I can get the business too. I'm human too. Somebody can get on my ass. And I knew that. And I walked accordingly. I carry myself in that manner. But I always say, Janell, listen, I will never get treated like that because even if you're bigger than me, you got a better fight game, you in the game, whatever, man, you're going to respect me because every time you come at me like that, it's going to be a problem. We going to get dirty. We going to get it in. You're going to get tired because I ain't going for it.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Right.
I refuse because I remember I learned in the county. I didn't always have this mind frame. Right? When I first got in the county, because mind you, I got locked up at 16. And I did 2 years in the county. I went to prison at 18. But in the county jail, I was a little scared. I was a little intimidated. I didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up in and out of the penal system getting locked up. My first time, like my prison sentence, that was my first time. So all this stuff was new to me. So when I go into county jail, the hoods click up. His neighborhoods click up. I was raised in this hood called Nucio and Temple Terrace, but those two hoods they wasn't prevalent in the county. You feel what I'm saying? It was other neighborhoods that had numbers that was deep that kind of ran the part. So initially, I was a little intimidated, and I experienced it firsthand, the domino effect. People hitting my room. For those who don't know, hitting room means stealing your shit, going in your locker, stealing your shit. So I remember it took me one time, man. I was on the basketball court chilling, shooting ball. Just big boy. I just ordered big boy canteen. I'm talking about $100 worth of canteen. I go in the room, think I'm finna bust up with some chips and a bag of cookies, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. My shit gone. Out of there. And I'm like, what kind of time is this? What's going on?
Right.
Where my shit at? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I never forget, man. It was a dude in the county, man. His name was Big Dude. And you know, I'll tell you later. But Big Dude, he was very revered in prison. I mean, in the county, because he was 17, but he looked like he was 30. Full grown beard, broad shoulders, and had big respect. He was a big dog in one of his neighborhoods.
Right.
So he's like, man, I took it. You want to fight? So I'm like, man, dang, Big Dude, everybody took me, but you took it. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little nervous, man, and I bumped, and I didn't do nothing, and that was one of the worst decisions I ever made because after that, it happened again, and I'm saying no disrespect. That listen, I gotta say this because I love everybody. When I had a white boy talk to me any kind of way, I said, "Oh yeah, this ain't like."
Yeah.
So when I had a that was it.
Now let me pause you. Did you let him slide because of his age?
Big Dude, I let I let him slide because I was intimidated. I was in fear that he was gonna tear me up. Because I didn't have that fortitude. I didn't have that courage how I had when I was in prison.
Right.
It's at the beginning. It's at the inception
Right.
of my time. All this is new to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that courage. So I'm like, damn, man, I don't want to fight big dude. But my room got hit again. And like I said, I had a white boy get grand, bow up. I said, oh, this can't be life, boy. That was
Nah. Everybody doing
that,
it? Fuck that.
I told a white boy ass up. I'm getting it rise. I'm popping it off. Duke left at that time. But if he was there and he would have tried me, I would have got in that pain. I was tired of but that's what I was saying in prison. I was on that side of the spectrum. I know how it is. Domino effect. If you do not stand up for yourself, nobody's gonna feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Nobody, all that, man. Nobody gonna feel bad for you. You better get it together. I mean that, man. You better get it together, man. Unless you're gonna be the pawn. You're gonna be the prey. You get canteen people taking that and all that. This how, man, listen. In prison, I remember, I couldn't believe it, man. It was this guy. He was reading the Bible. I don't know what he was in there for, but he was real strong, gun-ho in that Bible. He thought, because he was in that holy Bible, that was going to keep these niggas off his ass. They ain't seeing that. I seen dude slap the Bible out of his hand. Slap him.
I swear. No, for real, though.
This is what I'm seeing. I'm like, this is real. I'm in real
No,
life.
for real.
People, if you don't know, you'll think it's fake, man. You think I'm making it up, man. But anybody who did time, they know it is very treacherous, man. People do not care because it's like, I ain't got nothing. I'm deprived. I'm in here with 30, 40 years life sentences. Hey, man, it is what it is. And I just learned. But I also learned, too, that being a bully is very detrimental, too. That's dangerous because I done witnessed people that was on that bully type of time, and they met the right one, and they got something put in their ass. You know what I'm saying? And they learned their lesson. Now he humble now. Now you ain't trying to go all in people's lockers and talk to people any kind of way.
Right.
Because your ass got humble. You human too now. So that's what I was saying. With prison, I realized it was a balance. You can't be too passive because people going to pounce on you. But you can't be too aggressive because motherfuckers going to answer.
Yeah. That is so true. And I always try to tell people, like, don't think that because when you get on the yard, you 45 or you 50, that they're gonna be like, oh well, respect her, or respect him, he's an old head. No. Or if you a kid, if you get tried as an adult and you go to an adult prison, trust me when I say, I don't know if it's like that where you was 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Anybody can get it. Nobody cares. Like you literally have to, and this is what I always say. I know this might sound fucked up, but you have to be somebody that you truly don't even want to be, or that you're not.
It's very true.
You're not trying to be this person on a daily, but you got to be this person in here because they will run you over. They will literally make you want to murder yourself. Like, like no lie.
So let me tell you this, and let me. I want to elaborate on this. When I first entered prison, I was 18 years old. I got put in a butterfly dorm, A dorm. Now, A dorm, 70% of the population had life. I'm talking about real life, natural life sentence. And I know 25 parole, no, life in prison. And I thought this was fake because you remember the movie Life with Martin Lawrence? And
Right.
I was like, man, listen, ain't like that. They'll let you out of this. They ain't gonna do that. Hell no. They will let your ass rot in that motherfucker and bury you in that wooden box. So when I seen this, I'm 18, and mind you, I was considered a short timer with 15 years. So I was observing this and I was assessing this at 18, and I'm like, I'm really in prison with lifers. And the lifers, the new situation about the lifers, they was cool, but they was very big on their peace.
Yes.
Do not disturb their peace because they felt like, hey, I'm in here for the long haul, young blood. We're not finna let you disrupt us and disturb our shit. We got money coming in, we got phone, we got the dope coming in, we ain't finna let you fuck up that. So if you want to be on that dumb immature shit, gonna put something in your ass. And listen, they respected me to an extent because I was 18, but I couldn't be on no childish shit. And that's I'm so glad for it, Janell. It gives me goosebumps because I wouldn't have changed that experience for nothing in the world. Because being 18 being amongst all these lifers, it helped me mature so fast. I was 18, Janell, and I was like really more advanced than motherfuckers that was 30, 40 years old. I'm getting in certain debates. I was just thinking with logic. I was in them books. I was reading. I was just tearing it up. Like, people couldn't believe I was 18 when I was telling them I was 18. But the reason why I was like that, because I knew that if I was on some childish stuff, I could lose my life. I can get beat up. I wanted to make it home to my mom, to my family, to get out here, to get to this bag I'm getting out here to it to.
Right.
So I just had to stay focused and humble and within the balance and like, hey man, this is real life. I'm not in the average situation to where I can really act out my age. I have to be, like you said, I have to be something that I'm not. So I gotta act like I'm 30, 40 years old in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because I witnessed, no lie, this may be funny what I'm about to say. I don't know how it was when you was at. You know, we talking about flow, my experience. I witnessed dudes get their ass whipped for farting amongst men. In prison, you don't fart amongst men. If your ass fart, that is a cardinal sin. You will get your ass beat.
Oh,
and you got
okay,
these
wait a minute. Get into detail on what, because now it was kind of like that on the yard. Like, don't just be like farting, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't as deep as if you clapping or being loud by somebody's bunk while they sleep. You know what I'm saying? So give me like what you let me get in some detail.
So if we're in the day room, we watching TV. You amongst all these men. If you don't make an earnest effort to separate yourself from the crowd and you just sitting there shitting amongst everybody and thinking it's funny, you're gonna get your ass beat. And then somebody gonna try you on some homosexual shit, or you calling my name like booty bandits in there. That's how you calling. Or you calling my name, and that's a sign of disrespect. Yeah.
Oh, so if you wait.
Yeah, it's real. This ain't no game. This is real life.
And I'm not. Y'all know me. I'm on my medicine. Let me just get that. Can I get that? And y'all know I'm always smiling. But pause. If you just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Bigo. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .coms, which is THA Real JANELL and THA Couch.com. Make sure to follow my guest Mo Nelson on all social media. His information will be in each description. So wherever you're watching or listening from, make sure that you go read, follow, support. It's all about love, support, good vibes, and positive energy. So when you fart, that means, let's get down.
If you, now listen, it is a little civility in there now. If it's an accident, you try to get up, you try to make an earnest effort to separate yourself and then slip out, okay, that's understandable. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? You human. That's how we can slip out, you know what I mean? But when you just sitting there inconsiderate, saying fuck it, it's a human nature, everybody got a fart, and other people have to smell your shit, somebody's gonna answer that. You get your ass beat, or somebody's gonna try you on some homosexual shit and gonna make you feel real disrespectful, especially if you're a straight man. That's the total disrespect. Somebody, you calling my name, what's up? But you know that's my language. Motherfuckers know what that means. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? If I had a pass guy, hey, excuse me, hold on, let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you had a bunkie, hey man, I'm sorry, look, bro, the door's closed. Hey, bro, I got a pass guy, close your nose, bit dog. You know what I'm saying? Give a motherfucker a warning. Don't just be shitting. You know what I'm saying? The whip catch nigga off guard. You like, God damn, what? Fuck your nose here. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's disrespectful, man. Show the consideration. But
right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. Prison is a very, you know, in prison, and I'm a subject matter expert on emotional intelligence. I highlight the power and the importance of emotional intelligence because I know for a fact that if one is in control of his emotions, you will perform extraordinarily in every aspect of life because everything is predicated off emotions. People are in prison because of emotions. You mishandled your emotions somehow, some form of fashion. You mishandled your emotions. You let it get the best of you. Let it cloud your judgment. And you made a decision that warranted you to be in prison. So I recognize that. So I developed and nurtured, you know, the knowledge of how important emotional intelligence is.
Right.
So I say all to say this. In prison, you hear it's prevalent in the rap music today. Everybody say, oh, get out your emotions. Get out your emotion, get some money over emotion. That's cool. I know it sounds good, but it's kind of like, it's kind of oxymoron. It kind of upsets me because what the hell are we talking about? We're emotionally driven mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell you mean get out of our emotions? Like, emotions are not bad. No emotion, hate is not bad. It's no emotion that's bad. It's how you channel it.
Yeah.
And which emotion to execute at that specific situation in a specific time. Because guess what? It's a time where you should hate. You should hate raping motherfuckers. You should hate touching little kids. No, you should hate certain shit. It's certain shit you should hate. You should hate ignorance. I hate ignorance. I can't stand it. I hate ignorance.
Yeah.
Hate ain't bad. It's all depending on how you channel it. You get what I'm saying? So in prison, it's such a emotional bubble pot. Everybody's on edge, but everybody are denying. Everybody's so quick to say, "Oh man, get out your emotion. You so emotional, you being so emotional." But motherfucker, you emotional too because in retrospect, I think about it. If you willing to beat a man up and take it there with him, I stab a man because he farted amongst you. You don't think that's a little emotional? You're letting your anger override. You know what I mean? Your judgment because this ain't this. Don't get it twisted. It wasn't just people with life sentences that was on that type of shit. This motherfuckers got 3-4 years. And I done witnessed people come in there with 5 years and you got 20-30 years because you killed a man. Because you mishandled your emotions. You know what I'm saying? You allowed your anger or the peer pressure of the prison paradigm to trick you. So now instead of 3 years, now your ass got 20-30 years. Now you looking crazy. Now you wish you sitting on the old damn wish. Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb when you look at it. It's dumb as hell.
Yeah.
And what I learned in prison, I apply on the street. Road rage, all this stuff. People, listen. I don't know if you watch my live, and I ain't gonna elaborate too much on it. But I rent cars. For those who don't know, I have my own private rental car company. It's called Vans_Car Rentals. And I provide private, convenient transportation for those who can't go the traditional route. So today, one of my renters, they got pulled over, they got arrested. So I went straight there because I know what time it is. They will tow your car. I know how the police work, especially in Florida, in Tampa, Florida, to be exact. So I raced over there, and I approached the officer. I get out, I got a brim on my tank top, and I'm 6'1", so I could look a little intimidating to certain people. So initially, he get defensive. In his mind, I already know. I recognize emotion. This is what emotional intelligence. Not only do I recognize and label emotion within itself, but I'm able to do the same thing in others. I seen the body language and I seen his facial expression. In his mind, I'm gonna show him who you think he is. Who is this dude? How you doing, sir? I'm the owner of the vehicle. I'm the Vans car rental, etc. Elaborated. So like, okay, well, I need your registration. I say, okay. I say, well, listen, sir. To be honest, I broker cars. Not all of my cars are actually mine, but I broker. But I can get the real owner of the phone, and he can just elaborate everything, etc. And at first he was a little tough. He was a little hard. And immediately, because I know I'm right, and one thing I realize in life as humans, especially when you know you're right and you don't get your way, you can get a little upset. That impulse can kick in. You be like, man, hold on, what's up? What man?
Right.
And with African Americans, I'm speaking for the Black community right here on this snippet. We have such a strong disdain for law enforcement because of the Jim Crow laws, because of the history, because of what has been done. But that's no excuse for us to get out our character. And we got to understand, life is about chess. You got to understand how to move your pieces. You know what I'm saying? I understand this because I'm in tune with my emotions. I know what I'm facing. I'm a convicted felon. I'm a Black man. Hold up. This is law enforcement. Let me. So I had to compose myself. So I had to self-regulate and crucify that impulse to respond how I wanted to respond. Cool. So I say, sir, how about, will it be okay if I just call the owner? He can FaceTime, he can show you his license, put his face to it, however you want to do it. He said, long story short, Janell, he said, you know what? That's a good idea. I don't mind us doing that. Conclusion, I got the car, didn't get told, didn't have to spend no money. Car safe.
Right.
I say that to say, and we're going to get back on prison, but I got to say this because this did
you good.
Because I witnessed this. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of people of African descent that has that their demise has been in the hands of law enforcement. Now, by no means am I justifying the behavior of law enforcement,
Right.
because as a leader, a person of that power, you should be emotionally intelligent and fortified as well to restrain your impulse as well. You get what I'm saying? But unfortunately, they don't, and they're humans just like us. But I've witnessed. I'm not gonna name drop any case in particular because I don't want to stir up nothing. I don't know who on the live, and I don't want to, because I definitely know Uncle Tom. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
But I am in rap. I'm a logical thinker, and I see things for what it is.
Right.
Even when it may make somebody uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's been certain instances where people of African descent have died in the hands of law enforcement, where if they would have done things a little better, it wouldn't have turned out like that. If Janell, if you in an argument with somebody, a heated argument with somebody, emotions are at an all-time high, revved up, and they walk off from you violently, going to their car, what are you gonna do?
Oh, me personally, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna chase anybody. I'm not. My feet hurt.
You're not. So I don't think you understand what I said. I don't think you understand what I said.
Oh.
If you, all right, prime example, me and you in the heated argument, I'm calling you names, you call my name, is real, emotions at an all-time high. I'm going to my car, I'm finna get something and do something to you. What are you going to do?
Oh, well, shit, I'm gonna react automatically.
Exactly. Because I'm going to my car, I don't know, you don't know what I got.
I don't know what you got there. You could have a gun, you could have a fucking anything. I don't know.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, immediately, I'm on defense.
Exactly. So why do we get? I get it. I know law enforcement. I'm not justifying their actions. It's hey, listen, don't get it twisted. I'm just being logical right here. So why do we get upset? Or why do we think it's appropriate if we going argument for law enforcement? We get all hot and we just walk off, go in our car, and the law enforcement shoot us. Bro, he don't know what you got. He's scared. But you're not thinking. You being so emotionally disturbed. You're not thinking, hold on, let me pause. Even if I ain't got nothing in my car, let me not go to the car like that. Let me tone it down. Let me control the energy first, the frequency. You know what I mean? And leave on a good note. But unfortunately, people don't, and that's the result. But we can get back to the prison. But I had to answer that because go ahead.
Now let me ask this. How come they automatically have to be drawn out a gun and they can't be drawn out a taser?
I love it. I agree. Remember I said they need to exercise more emotional intelligence on their part too.
Yeah.
As being a leader, as going through rigorous training. You know what I'm saying? You should know, okay, look, because let's be honest, a taser will knock something out your hand. Taser put your ass down.
Yeah, it will.
You don't have to use a real gun. But look where we at, Janell. I don't have to elaborate, you know. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't always on a fair spectrum. But by us knowing that, we have to make sure we put ourselves in position and not put ourselves in harm's way. Because like I say this, let's go back to prison. You know what's one of the motivating factors why I'll never go back to prison unless it's earnestly protecting my life or my family's life? You know I would never.
Right. No, seriously.
I think about it like this. I'm going to say this. When I was in prison, I had the privilege to obtain the knowledge of self. I had a mentor in there by the name of Osiris. This man emotionally and mentally was magnificent, phenomenal brother. I love this dude still to the bottom of my heart. This was the most closest I ever had as a father figure in my life. And it's sad because I won't even write this, man. I need to fucking do that. And I keep saying that I procrastinate, but I really need to write this, man, because this man, like, he lifted me out of the grave mentally and just gave me life. He put breath into me, and then when he did that, I was just a whole nother being. I was a supreme being. And
now I'm gonna pause you again.
Go ahead.
What's the reason why you keep forgetting or you don't write? Because I talk about this a lot on the podcast.
No, you're good. There's no excuses. Procrastinating and not prioritizing, not treating him as a priority. Ain't no excuse. I ain't finna sugarcoat. I'm a man. When I'm wrong, Janell, I'm wrong. I'm human just like everybody else. That is something I need to strengthen because that man, I don't give a damn. I owe that man. You don't understand, like, how, bro, like the books he put in my life, From Niggas to Gods. I don't know if you read that book, but From Niggas to Gods, Breaking the Chains of Psychological Slavery by
Right.
Naeem Akbar, Souls of Black Folk by W. Du Bois, you know, the autobiography of Malcolm X, Broadified. I can go on and on. African History by John Henry Clark. I read so many books, and when he put it in my life, I see things different. And this is why I say I'll never go back to prison unless it's earnestly protecting my life and my family. You got Harriet Tubman, my sister, done risked her life to give people of African descent freedom, to give us the opportunity, what we're doing right now, and we subject ourselves in servitude, voluntary servitude by piss poor decisions. Nah, man, we got the people fucked up. We got our predecessors fucked up. That ain't cool. That ain't what's up, bro. We doing the time. That ain't what's up. So me, I can't control nobody else, but I can control me. I say I will never, ever put myself in a position to be subjected to that type of treatment based on my choice and my decision making.
Period.
See,
I went to prison around the same age as you, and did 9 years, and that's why I always make it a point to let y'all know, like, I love my freedom. Like, everything about my freedom, I love, and I use, and even though, like, a lot of y'all see me, like, I was in a wheelchair half the year, like, I've been going through a lot of health issues. I'm still pushing. I'm still doing a podcast because I'm not gonna stop. Like, I want to be out here. I'm not going to put myself in no position unless my life or my family's life is in danger. Period. But I'm not finna, anybody that knows me, I'm not about to just go just out and just start no shit with no, I love people. Like, I'm out doing things for people on a day-to-day basis. And I don't feel the need to go back in that yard and be treated and subjected to the things that I had to be subjected to. Nobody was in there to help me or save me, or not from the staff, not from the nobody. So I don't want to go back. I love my freedom. Like, my freedom is everything to me. Like, it's just crazy that us being felons, people, I don't know how it is where you are, but in the state of Oklahoma, with me being a violent felon, they have a hard on for violent felons, for ex-cons that was violent. So if anybody, it doesn't matter if you right there in Florida, wherever the fuck you are, you can be, it doesn't matter. You can call and file a police report on me, and you can say that I beat you with an object to get me the same charge that I went to prison for. And guess what? They'll come and arrest me off the rip. They just recently did 25 deep. False statement. It's wild. They can do that. It doesn't matter. But I always try to encourage anybody that's a felon, please don't think that just because a situation like that happens to you, that everybody doesn't believe in your change. Keep doing you.
Yeah.
The fuck? It's hard out here for us felons. It is. I'm not gonna lie. Some is very easy because there's people that came out of prison and somebody handed them a whole bag of whatever they needed, from money to whatever. Some people got that when they got out. Some people had to get it from out the mud. And some people right now have been out longer than me and they still trying to get it. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I'm just saying. Now,
I want to elaborate on two things you said.
Yes, go ahead.
First, how much time we got? Because I know you got other people. I don't want to take it too much.
You are just fine.
All right, I can run this motherfucker.
Yeah. You fine.
Nah, but how you said with people. My biggest thing, and it's just like my situation was so unique because I had a personality that got looked down upon in prison. And because of that, sometimes I had to show and prove that this ain't it. Right. But by nature, I'm just a very friendly person. I love people. I love blacks, whites, Chico. I love the Spanish so much. I learned Spanish in prison. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like,
are you a Libra? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that
Virgo.
next.
So I learned Spanish. So when I do that and I speak Spanish, people look apart like, oh, like, how you do that? Like, bro, you can do anything you put your mind to, fam. But I was very friendly in prison. I love everybody. I didn't want no beef or no trouble with nobody.
Yeah.
In certain instances, because of that, I had to check a few motherfuckers. I had to set certain people know, your own people, blacks, whites, and Chico, hey, this ain't that, partner. I ain't hiding behind nothing. I can't get on type of time, but I don't want to because I love everybody. Because I'll apply that out here. I just talked about it on my live the other day. You know, being friendly and having a magnetic personality, especially for felons. If type of one in the live, if you're a felon, really take heed what I'm about to say. If your ass is a convicted felon, especially if you got violent crimes, your ass need to be friendly and have a magnetic personality. Because I witnessed, no real shit. I witnessed firsthand. I've gotten doors opened up to me that wasn't supposed to get opened up to me, but because of my personality and I was friendly and I had a magnetic personality, them doors got open. That was an exception to the rule. I had got a job, right, 3-4 months subsequent from being released from prison. It was a company called Green Earth Building Maintenance. Now, Green Earth Building Maintenance at the time didn't hire felons because they was in conjunction with Amazon. Amazon had a zero tolerance at that time. So my boss at the time was a Cuban dude, right? And I peeped that. You know, I'm always aware of my surroundings. Prison taught me that always be aware of your surroundings no matter what. No matter if it's friendly, ain't nothing going on, I'm always aware of my surroundings. Who is, who, what is, why people moving. That's just what prison bred in me. Always, because you never know. So I'm peeping my surroundings, identified he's a Cuban guy. So I spoke to him in Spanish. And I showed him my personality. But when I hit him with that Spanish, then I told him, I elaborate on the things I did in prison, my mind frame, I had accountability, I wasn't blaming nobody, I wasn't blaming the system, it was all on me, etc., etc. Jaw dropped. And he told me out of his mouth, Janell, he said, listen, I'm either going to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet or the smartest. But motherfucker, you got a job. And at first,
that's right.
You know, and guess what? At first, he don't know, like, I'm jumping around like a little girl, chilly in the inside. He don't know.
In the inside.
I'm acting like I knew, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm wrong like that. Yeah.
Right.
But that's what it do though. Because I knew my intangibles. I knew my personality was gonna, it may not work with every single situation, but 90%, I'm guaranteeing. People will make you an exception to the rule. Your network is your net worth. That's how I made it. That's what enabled me to make 6 figures in my sad industry. Networking and being friendly, having a magnetic personality. You have to be likable. On your live, people supporting your couch, you're a likable person. You got to be likable. If you want likable, people want to fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? I learned that. And that's why I was trying to share the light on young brothers in prison. Oh man, I ain't friendly. Don't fuck that friendly shit. I ain't friendly. Nigga, you better start being friendly.
Right.
You better get off that hard ass shit, bro. Because in the real world, nobody's gonna want to deal with you. Mean mugging. You know what I'm saying? Talk somebody walk past you, blowing up. Come on, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, communicate, know how to have a conversation, show empathy, emotional touch, show empathy, show consideration. It's okay, man. The yin and the yang as men. Yeah, majority of the masculinity must display, but it's all right to let 10% of femininity know on display. It's okay. It's all right, man. Get off that dumb ass, hard ass shit, man. I learned that. And that's why I'm thriving. That's one trait, personality trait that I would recommend, encourage everybody to nurture and develop, because when you have a likable personality, man, like, sky's the limit. And I say that to say this, I'm elaborating on what you said too, Janell. And I get it, mama, but I can't make no excuse. Because listen what I'm about to tell you. I have a murder charge. I got a second-degree murder charge and attempt on robbery. Now, in the state of Florida, I didn't kill nobody, but in the state of Florida, for anybody who listening, it's in the state of Florida, hear me what I'm telling you. If you youngin', whatever, if you think about doing some dumb shit with somebody, hear my story first. In the state of Florida, they have something called felony murder. That means while in the commission of a crime, of a felony, if you have an accomplice, you're responsible for their action. Whatever they do, you do. Prime example, if I'm in the commission of a crime, my co-defendant rape a woman, and I'm telling them, stop, what the hell you doing? I'll rape that woman. If my co-defendant kills somebody, I got that body. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it was. I was participating in the robbery. I knew about the robbery. I take full accountability for that, but I ain't know nothing about no murder. I wouldn't have condoned that if I'd have known any slight bit about that. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the kid. You get what I'm saying? But unfortunately, me being green and naive, I didn't know that this is the potential that can happen when you're dealing in these type of situations.
Right.
I learned the lesson. So my co-defendant shot and killed the man because he ain't had no money. But guess what? That's my body too. And now forever I have to live with being labeled as a murderer.
Yeah.
So now you see why I have to be friendly in my personality. I got to show each and every day I got to prove myself. For those who don't know, I'm not that guy what it says on paper. Because it's going to be with me forever. I can't get that expunged, unfortunately. So you want to talk about it being hard out here for somebody? And remind you, I had 10 years probation. I got 15 years followed by 10 years probation. Janell, I just got off probation in March. I did 5 years. Listen what I'm saying. No technical charges. No smoking, no bullshit. No new charges. I kept my head on the motherfucking swivel and got off probation. So when people say, oh, it's hard out here, I'm a felon, this and me, that's kind of bullshit because I got one of the worst charges you can fucking have. And I'm young and I'm black. Got tattoos. I listen to rap. I'm urban. I'm outside. I ain't no Steve Urkel ass nigga. I'm outside. I'm with it. You feel what I'm saying? But I know how to carry myself. And I always think about the consequences of my actions before I commit them. And that's why I'm out here striving and thriving. So I made a commitment because I used to hear that shit all in the chain game. People commit to the recidivism rate. Oh man, it's hard out there, bro. Shit, man, nigga gotta do this. And I'm like, yeah. I say, bro, I'm gonna make it hard for a motherfucker to say it's hard out there. I'm gonna show you niggas how to do this shit. That is bullshit y'all talking, bro. You have to have, you know, this is what, I don't know I'm talking too much, but this is what got me on my shit. Anybody in life, if you don't have a definitive purpose, you're gonna drift. You're gonna sip on that banana peel. You're gonna have no sense of direction. But when you're in tune with your definitive purpose, and that's what I help people nurture and develop within self, that allow them to get extraordinary results in their life. But when you with that definitive purpose, Janell, nothing can stop you. You all the way up for real. And my definitive purpose is to become my best self in exchange of helping people become their best selves and be a motherfucking multi-millionaire and live the best life and make up for the time that I did in that jail cell. Because I always said, I want my net worth. Now it's a little more, but at the time, at one point in time, I said, I want my net worth to be 12.9 million for every year and month I did in the chain game. Now it's a little more now. But at the time, initially, that was my outlook. That's my purpose. I ain't letting nothing get in between that, Janell, unless I gotta protect my family or protect my life. That's it. So all that people is hard out here, this and that. Bro, ain't nobody. My mom, I'm gonna be real. My mom, she threw me a little bone. She threw me a little boost. But guess what?